everyone. I hope you are doing well. Hope you're having a good night, good evening, good morning, whatever it is for you. Hope you're doing well, and welcome into a Level 11. This is our second live of the day. So if you've made it this far, congratulations and thank you for tuning in. Now what we're about to do is we're going to pull cards. I've already got them in my hand right here on Luke Daley. He is somebody that has my complete interest at this time and my curiosity. And so with that, keep in mind, I'm not a medium. I do not talk to the dead ever. I don't do spirit boxes. Not my thing. God is my savior, Jesus, and that's it. I don't talk to spirit guides and all that. I serve God. Okay. Now, some of you out there don't understand tarot. We're going to bring you up to speed. I'll walk you through. Keep in mind, I'm not a psychic and I don't play one on TV. Everything. Whoa, what happened? Y'all, my camera's off. Why? This is weird. Hold on. We got to find out why our camera ain't working. Because I hit the wrong button? That might mean something. We're in the dark and now we're in the light. Got your oh, I have this deck upside down. Okay, we got death, homicide, and assassination. Look, that I'm just saying, maybe that's the way things are supposed to go. I cut the deck 3 ways to Sunday. Look at this. Let me shut this light off, even though I'm going to look really dark. You'll be able to see it better. Death, right? I hadn't even started the read. I just was going to shuffle. Homicide, there's the knife. Look, party makes me think of a club. A cult. Assassination. And drugs, poison underneath the party, right? And dismemberment. And look at that. On that scorched earth, right? Scorched earth. Couple. Okay, what's underneath party? Serial killer? That's interesting. We have the secret mutilator, calling Annie. All right, life insurance. Maybe that has something to do with it. All right, we're going to get into this. Let's find out. Now, you guys, just so you know, I'm really good at reading tarot, but you're better at home at asking the questions. So we're going to hand it over on the next live to leave it to the private eyes and ask all the questions while we're live, and we'll pull the cards. So we'll go ahead and do the reading right now. Let's see what Luke Daley brings to the table when it comes to the abduction of Nancy Guthrie. Show me Luke Daley's energy when it comes to the abduction of Nancy Guthrie. We have 144 in chat. I like that number. Celebrity, a singer, right? Secret Mutilator is the name of the guy's band. We have Tommaso, who's also a celebrity in a sense because he's, early black, his band. So we have singing. We have performance. We have a performer. Interesting. When you think of Luke Daley, he knows Kayla Day. Kayla Day is performance. She likes red. Who just joined us? Oh, Carla, 21 months as a private eye. You are gonna get the goat. Thank you, lovely. I appreciate you. She says, everyone, please hit the like button. Thank you, lovely. All right, let's see what else. Luke Daley, energy surrounding the Nancy Guthrie case. What are the clues? I feel like there's another one, so we'll just continue. There it is. Oh, Lord, I can't even. We got an awful lot. We're not even going to take, I just heard, leave it go. Not meant to. All right. Usually I take them all. In this case, I didn't feel guided to. We have that celebrity. We have a tunnel. Could be tunnel vision. Could be a real tunnel. There are tunnels all over the place in Arizona. I'm not saying that they took her in a tunnel. None of that. I'm just saying tunnel. And travel. Maybe they traveled through the tunnels. I don't know. What Luke Daley's basically got has this tunnel. Is it that if we stayed on this tunnel, it would go right to him? I'm not sure. We do have travel. We know he was in the Range Rover. We know he has a smashed up car. Was he the getaway driver? Was Luke Daley the getaway driver? That's what I want to know right now. Tunnel could also be the pathway, the road. It's your train coming through. Is Luke Daley connected to the whole cult that's over there at Club Congress? Let's see what Luke Daley brings to the table. So he's got this dead, done, over with betrayal, leaving someone in the desert, 10 swords in their back. Could be that he was betrayed in some way too. This is the betrayal card. Maybe he was betrayed by his own group. King of Wands with victory. Bottom of the deck, working, communication, cutting something out, to the Tower, to justice, to laying someone to rest. OMG, look at this. So we're asking about Luke Daley, all right? So we have this celebrity. We're asking, who is this celebrity? I think it's Mojito, because we have this King of Swords, and it's almost as if something went wrong here. It could be the, whoever is the DJ that this celebrity person is. Look, we have this King of Wands. This is the connection for Luke to this betrayal, this bad thing where you betrayed someone's innocence and you stabbed him in the back 10 times, okay? So there's a connection here in the death of this old energy to a celebrity with Luke Daley. Now, I'm not talking celebrity like Savannah Guthrie big. I'm talking singer, somebody in the club. Welcome to the club. All right. We got victory. So right there, this guy has his mind set on victory. You don't get victory until you've accomplished the battle. So we're riding on our high horse here. Feeling accomplished. Feeling like you pulled something off. We have work. So this is a job, something that you do repetitively. There's definitely a game plan when you have this masterful 8 of Pentacles. This is doing something repetitively until you master it, which is a job, which is work. So there's victory on something, but there's communication as well, which is the 8 of Wands. So we go 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. This is communication, and a lot of fast-paced communication. So work, communication is what Luke is picking up. That could definitely mean, I'm asking about Nancy Guthrie. I'm getting the information that we have something that's dead, done, over with. We have the drug dealer on speed dial that's connected to a celebrity. We've got this victory over work and communication. Now we have a hiccup. We have to cut something out in order. So the communication of work is we have to remove something. Because 2 of Pentacles, this guy is standing on 1 foot. He can't juggle forever. He's got the plates all up in the air. The seas are turbulent. He's got to put something down. And that's what the 2 of Pentacles means in the traditional tarot. And this is a sacrifice. This is saying, I can't keep this up. I have to give something up. So it's a sacrifice, which led to something unexpected, either an opportunity or whatever, but it went bust. All the people in the tower have to get out because lightning has struck the top of the tower, knocking the crown off. This can also, in the tarot, significantly mean that there was a head injury to a victim that was fatal. These people are jumping out head first. This tower will be no more. The tower is indicating possibly a head injury, and you see all the blood on the porch. Is that a head injury? So something went wrong here when they had to cut something out. It was something unexpected that didn't go as planned. Let's move everything up just a little bit so we got a little bit more room to keep walking. And it has affected the justice, meaning not necessarily justice, but balancing out the scales. So justice is in the eye of the beholder. If somebody wants revenge, they could consider that justice. And so in a sense, this could also, because tarot means things so many levels, can also mean law, right? Court. And in a sense, that's where he landed. Surprise, the law got you. Surprise, things didn't go in your favor, right? All true with Luke Daley. And it's because when this person suffered this head injury, they passed away. We have this person laying on a coffin in a church. The swords are down. Swords. Nobody's talking anymore. There are no more words because this person has been laid to rest. 4 of Swords. I think he's involved. I do. This looks very much like he's involved. I'm going to go ahead, get our True Crime 1111 deck out. Our 1111 True Crime deck, as well as most of these decks, can be picked up right here at 1111decks.com if you're interested. I do make these for everybody. I print them in-house. They're on excellent quality stock. I've been using the same deck for months. I use it all the time. Now, this is the mini tarot, the mini 1111 True Crime deck. And I want to see what it has to offer for Luke Daley. Okay, I just hit this. I didn't mean to. Wooded area. She might be in a wooded area. I hit it with my finger accidentally, and it popped off. And I left some cards behind. All right, wooded area. That's interesting. Go ahead, give it another shuffle. And that's the other reason you will love my cards, is you can shuffle them like a deck of cards. You don't have to treat them so kindly. They're very durable. All right, you guys, let me understand. Luke Daley, True Crime, Nancy Guthrie. Show me the involvement, if any. So we have farm, which is interesting. It's talking about a barn, a garden, a silo. We have jewelry. Now, isn't that interesting? Because you know who makes jewelry? Annie Guthrie. Annie Guthrie. Jewelry, token, keepsake, souvenir. We've definitely got jewelry. Annie makes jewelry. And we have rope, cord, secure. And that could also mean that Luke Daley had a connection, rope, to this crime. Did he wear some of the jewelry of Kayla Day? Is that the jewelry in his cheek where he got that piercing? Or is he wearing a bracelet that maybe Annie made? We have jewelry. I don't know what barn is. We'll have to find out. Let me understand Luke's part. What part Luke would have played, if any. We have female. He's attached to Kayla Day or Annie. Shoes. How interesting. Now, Nancy left the house without any shoes. Foot. Walk. So I'm asking if he could have something to do, like be the getaway driver, but we're getting walk. Could he be the perp that walked? So we've got the footprint. We have a hidden card beneath this one. And we have one that's face down on the floor. So This card has a hidden card behind print, mark, signature, identity, copy. We're talking about Luke Daley. I'm asking about being on the porch. We have lit up, fueled, burned. And isn't that interesting when we're talking about scorched? His connection is to Kayla. Kayla may be having to have her own reading. Look at this. Prison. Locked away, trapped, held. Kayla is being held in jail. Kayla may be his connection. All right, let me understand more. Was Luke Daley ever at Nancy Guthrie's home? Was Luke Daley ever at Was Luke Daley at Nancy Guthrie's home? So we have King of Cups. This is definitely somebody that tries to sit. Look, it reminds me of Luke Daley in the interview. Stiff as a board, covered in all kinds of clothes, an island on his own. This King of Cups, he looks calm and cool and collected, but he's shitting bricks underneath, right? Because the sea is turbulent. But he appears calm, cool, and collected. All right, we have Nancy Guthrie, the Queen of Pentacles, the one that we're talking about here. And we have her home. I'm asking if he was ever in her home. I'm getting yes across the board. We got Pentacles, 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 Pentacles. This is a payout. This is legacy. This is enough of a money to be able to buy a couple Range Rovers, right? Was Luke Daley on the property of Nancy Guthrie the night that or the morning that she was abducted? Was Luke Daley allegedly on property of Nancy Guthrie? We have, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We have swift action by the Knight of Swords. This is somebody that comes barreling in, right? Off with their heads. The King and Queen of Swords don't go on the battlefield in the tarot. They sit on their thrones. The knights are the ones that go out on the battlefield and do the work. That's what we've got. Communication of work. We've got Pentacles, money. We've got Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. We have work here, money. A lot of money. And Nancy Guthrie right out of her bed. This person is swiftly removing someone from their bed. Nine of Swords. It's all about can't eat, can't sleep, can't wake up from this nightmare. It's a forever Groundhog Day, but it's a nightmare. There's no ending this. It also looks like somebody being woke up in the middle of the night with something horrible. Page of Cups turned out to be a really stinky offer, and look at that. I had the Ten of Pentacles here. I moved it around. When I threw it over, I thought it was a new card. I turned it over, and look, it's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. In other words, he didn't gain any money for it. That's why it's a stinky offer. It didn't go through. Not the way it was supposed to. Is Luke Daley porch guy? Allegedly. Is Luke Daley porch guy? The Fool. Brand new beginning. Traveling light. Let's see what else we get. Is Luke Daley porch guy? King of Pentacles. Stuck on money. And a new beginning. Still not getting an answer though. Luke Daley porch guy? I'm not sure if he's porch guy. It doesn't tell me he's porch guy. What this is telling me is he needed a new beginning. He wanted a fresh start because he's been stuck in a terrible way, in a mundane way. Things aren't changing. Everything was just going the same old, stagnant. That's the King of Pentacles. It's somebody that's established, that comes to you and says, hey, you want a new beginning? Well, I got to clear up some stuff. There's been some spilled cups, and I need to get rid of this problem and abandon it. There's some money to be made, but I need this to be abandoned. So you can see this person needs a cane. Well, so did Nancy, because their legs are bad. They've been abandoned. That's what this person says. Regretfully, I have to abandon this situation. I've got a deal. Do you want a deal? Do you want a new start? That's the offer to Luke, allegedly. Let's see what Luke said. Luke said, okay, so we're talking about an old lady, somebody that was a mom, right? The Empress is always abundant. She's always given birth, not necessarily to children, but she's the mom of all moms. And what do you want me to do? Oh, you want me to fight to the death over this? This is a win-win. We've got to have it our way or no way. This is winning at all costs over this old lady, this Empress, right? She's all for queen. She's got all that experience. And then what? What do I get out of the deal if I'm Luke? What is my promised payout? What is my promised payout? We have stuck. We have whirled. So we need someone else. This is involving a new person, a new player in the game. So in order for Luke to get paid, he had to involve someone, or somebody else had to be involved. And that was where some confusion took place. Because this other person that's supposed to be all wise is not that cool. Like, they don't have the complete experience. This is a page, not a knight, not a king, not a queen. This is a page. Somebody's got a messenger. So a message of confusion because we're stuck on something. And it's family related. We have a family card here. The 10 of Cups. Can be emotional satisfaction. We're stuck on something in the family. Oh my God, we're stuck on the payout. Because Nancy passed away. And that's why there is no payout. Because they're going to ignore the ransoms when there's no proof of life. And that's what 4 of Cups is ignoring the offer. Because you're focused over here on the 3 cups. Can't even see that 4th cup because there's no proof of life. Was Luke Daley? Did Luke Daley abduct Nancy Guthrie? Maybe the porch guy didn't abduct Nancy Guthrie. Maybe he's cleanup guy. Luke Daley, did he abduct? Well, we have payout. So we have payout. So he was paid for something. You can see this guy is handing off to the workers, the beggars, paying them out. He's also got that scale. He's got either revenge or justice on his mind. This was the game plan, right? These are the architects, the builders. This is the pentacles. This is the blueprint. Their plan. The sun. Whose plan? Maybe the son-in-law's. Bottom of the deck, we have Truth Spoken, Queen of Swords, walking away to take a self-cup of love because he's got to distance himself from the lovers, right? Could that be Kayla Day? He says I barely knew her. She wasn't my girlfriend. Well, she's sitting in prison or jail. But that offer, right? And there's the car. The offer, the horsepower, and the car. There's something about the car with Luke Daley. There is something. Overpowering, travel. So they overpower her, travel, and keep their mouth shut about the abduction. Now they're stuck. They got a problem. There was too much abundance of something. I don't know what. But they learned a lesson about their plan. Now they can see clearly. We have this independent energy. Somebody went independent, went rogue. That could be Kayla Day. That had made an oath. That's starting to maybe be influenced by the angels saying, you better talk. I don't know. We have the illusionist that's celebrating because he got his way no matter what. But he's still defensive about the payout. Somebody he's known for a long time. Right? A deal between them. All right, you guys. I walked the deck almost. I almost walked the deck. So what we're going to do is we're going to get over here and let you have a turn at asking all the questions as soon as my cards are cleaned up. And, ask whatever it is that your heart desires. I feel strongly that there is something here to Luke Daley. He's not on the clear for me. That's just my personal opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right. And remember, I'm only doing this as entertainment, legal purposes only. We have to say that. I felt like I saw cards that didn't belong here. All right, lovely Luz. Cards are cleaned up and ready to go. We'll give them a little shuffle to get ready for our next live. Are you ready? Are you ready? I know I'm in the dark today. Okay, it'll be just a few seconds in between, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and we'll start all over again. Only you guys can ask the actual questions. I did my best. I'm even more suspicious of Luke Daley than I ever was. Just saying. That's the way I feel. Can't help how I feel. I love you guys. Pray for Nancy. And I'll see you in just a moment. We're just going to do the time warp. Yeah, it's a jump to the left. And bring your knees into, I guess it's jump to the right. I guess I'm not left or right. I'm, in between. Never